The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 76, Nasdaq's down 20, S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold's up 22 bucks, 13.49. Silver up 26 cents, 16.65. Big bids, gold and silver.
Oh, yes.
Big time.
Totally.
Notes and bonds out here flat today. They went topside yesterday, had price spread, had volume, all of the above. King dollar. King dollar is toast. Get the peanut butter and jelly out, get the cream cheese out, all of the above. Down 378, 89.090. The euro is at 123.51 to 1 U.S. dollar. Yen is out here at 105.08 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks.
I was going to say big bids on oil as well, right? Over $65.
Oh, yeah,
we got to update that contract.
But if
I tell you, we'll just jump back to Nadex real quick because we got it up there.
Yeah. This is a big number, man.
Quite a run on crude as we speak.
That.
So even since 8 a.m., check that out. We're down at 64.43. We're up almost a solid dollar from that level in the last 2 hours, let alone the good week that it's had. Some volatility for sure.
Yeah.
But over $65 with a bunch of factors coming into that for sure.
Yeah, like John Bolton.
Everything, right. You know, political turmoil, Mideast. You had the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia over here trying to pitch, you know, Aramco, everything going on, just a bunch of factors in crude for sure. And then gold, it's not stopping. Check that out.
Yeah.
So, you know, right
Big
at the
number.
open, we had a spike down about $4, and from there we're already back. $13.50 is pretty much where we're at. And yeah, quite a week for golds, for sure.
Gotta love it.
Totally.
So let me. I want to look at this.
Back it up,
I want to look at this oil market for. I want to look at both of these markets. So let's go. Let's. Oil.
Let alone the indices, man. Quite a week for everything,
Oh,
right?
totally, man. Totally. So. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're just going back into the highs of this week. Okay. Quite a move, though.
Yeah, volatility.
So
for sure.
you're pushing into that 66 high from the 25th of January.
It's amazing we came all the way down to almost 56.
Right. No, yeah. I know.
But $70, man. 70 would be a different number, just mentally in terms of 70. And then, you know, 80's the next. That just seems surreal almost.
And look at that price spread in gold. This is a big number, man.
Oh, yes.
You know, you get follow through. You had the. This is a classic. I mean, you know, you come back, you tested on light volume, tested, drove everyone crazy.
It's a big 3 days. Check that out, right? That's a daily.
You get the sign of strength. You get the next sign of strength.
It's amazing. Wednesday. Go back to that Wednesday, just where that open was. Yeah. Open. $13.10. $40. Right. We're at $13.50 on the penny.
Right.
Pretty amazing.
And if we go over to the GDX, we take a look at the equities. You know, you're going to see that we had volume on Wednesday.
Yes.
Gives it up yesterday.
Fed day, of course, too, as well. Gold.
Now what you're doing is that you're coming into the swing point of 22.25, and you're going to have huge volume. You already get 8.9 million.
Sure.
And what happens in the GDX is that this can put like 20 million in at the close.
Okay.
On a good day.
Sure.
That's what ends up happening, you know, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I do want to look at a few of these because Rheingold, okay, a little bid. It's up 3, but I need some more strength on that.
Considering gold just went from 13.10 to 13.40, and it's actually like right where it was on Wednesday, that's a little tough, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Royal Gold up $1.50. The big one is this Gold Bugs Index because it did get back inside the range, and that's what it needed.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, now we got to keep it inside that range. 174.19.
Sure.
That's the number out there.
So one of the, I'll show you. So one. You know, we're always looking at the spreads, right?
Yes.
In just one position. So I was playing around in here, nothing too crazy, but with the Fed coming in, so one position, play with some binaries. All right? So I just want to point it out because people, that way you can keep these on your radar in terms of some volatility. So we had the Fed coming in, right, of course.
Right.
So what day is the 19th? Is the 19th, let's see, what day is the 19th? That's going to be Monday, isn't it?
Did you do a weekly?
I did. I did a weekly binary.
Okay.
So Monday, and I'm not sure, I mean, this was out of the money because it was a 5-day binary.
Okay.
But the price I was getting getting in at was 22.
Yeah.
So I had a risk in 1 to make 4.
Okay.
So, you know, in your head, you have to think you have at least a 22% chance of probability of being correct, right? So even if I win 3 times out of 10, I'm going to be profitable. You know, even if you're going to lose 7 times out of 10, you're going to be profitable.
Yeah.
And the strike price was $13.3150, and that wasn't a bad trade, in my opinion, with the Fed, knowing that even I saw some volatility potential Tuesday, Wednesday. I could have closed it out maybe. It spiked up to $13.31 relatively quickly. You know, but that at that level, you know, even yesterday it was up there. You're only going to get 50. You back this up a little further. Yeah. Let's see where it was. Yeah. So by Fed day, it was up there, right? Okay. But then you're only getting 50 to really 50, 55.
It's in the middle, exactly.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, you know, you could have taken that. That's over 100%
because you only put $22
exactly.
up, right?
So you could take that, and believe me, I considered it, especially as you started getting volatility. And where did it come down to? 13.2754. You know, you're under it. And even Thursday, I didn't follow up much yesterday. 13.26, you're under it. You know, if it expires 1 penny under it, you lose the entire investment. But it's handling well today. I'll keep my eye on it. At this point, I'm just going to let it go because I don't think it's going to close under there by 130. Now, with that in mind, there's not even close to an active market, as there shouldn't be, because it's $20 over the price. Yeah. But if this starts creeping back, I'll keep my eye on it. If it gets within $7 or $6, there'll still be a substantial amount of money that I can take off the table. Yes. In terms of
that won't change.
No, in terms of 95 cents on the dollar, even within $5, $6, $7 as we approach. But just for something to keep in there, we always talk about the spreads. I thought I'd pull it up, mention it because weeklies.
I like the weeklies, man. I haven't done the gold weeklies, but I like those Bitcoin weeklies because you know, like just like you said yesterday, you didn't have to look at it. You don't have.
I just knew that was my, you know, it's kind of an out of the money option that I was kind of comfortable with letting go till expiration. And now, when I'm so far in the money, I will keep my eye on it as we're, you know, as we get off at 11.
It's your money
2.5 hours, and it's essentially $100 in there, risking 22, and it's just one contract, same thing. Monday morning. Let's see, what time would I put it on at? 11:45 Monday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So something to keep in mind there for sure. Because those, you know, with the weekly ability, and to tease it a little, we've talked to the people at Nadex. They may be coming out with more weekly spreads, which would be really cool in terms of having that type of trading potential with, you know, defined risk with the weekly spreads versus the weekly binaries. But they're still out there, and I thought that was a good trade, and we'll see how it shapes out for the last 2.5 hours.
No doubt. That's a beauty, man. So, let's go to the King Dollar for a second.
I'd only get one contract. No, keep going.
Listen, you'll see.
We always say that.
There you go.
That's where I learned that one from you.
Exactly. Okay, so we got King Dollar here. The first spike down has volume, so you're at 368 down. Yeah, this is gonna next week. It's gonna make its way into the swing point, 88,915. Okay, so it's a big number, man. You know, and market-wise out here today, folks, here, if we go over to the DAX, you're going to see this, you know, the amount of energy it took to get down there yesterday, that's what you're seeing here. That's why you're seeing some kind of a bounce. You know, you had the DAX in Germany, I mean, the UK, you know, bottom line.
Looking at the FTSE.
That started out this morning, you know, little bounce. The DAX did. The China markets, China had to come in and buy their markets, folks.
They're down like 3.7% last night?
They were down 5.
Were they? Okay.
And then the government had the big caps go in and buy.
Why not?
Yeah, you gotta. They'll have riots over there. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now up 84, NASDAQ down 16, S&P's up 4. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is up 78. You get the Nasdaq down 11. S&Ps are up 4.5. Yeah, I said the Dow is up 76. Right?
You got it.
Yeah. So let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. I know we'll go to Nike. Nike came out with numbers last night.
There's a few stories out there, right? Yeah, for sure.
Micron come out with numbers. That's down $3. You have, let's see, Intel.
Kroger and Target maybe merging.
Oh, really?
In some talks, yeah. Both of them kind of rocking with some volatility this morning with reports of them potentially. But then, you know, you see the beginning of the story that there's no truth. They're rebutting it somewhat, or their stories back and forth. So they've had some volatility this morning, both of them. Where's Target? Probably up here. Maybe? No? No, I guess not. But they obviously they're both rocking and rolling.
We'll bring it up.
Yeah.
You get NVIDIA down at $4.70. Nike's up 2. Let's go over to Nike for a second. You know, this is you know, a retailer that stayed at the highs. It's pretty amazing, actually.
It was higher though.
You know, but you know what?
No, it's good. It's still
$70 with 66.
Sure.
Yeah, look at that, man. That's pretty impressive.
Definitely.
I was looking at these numbers. The numbers. The only place that they actually went down was North America.
Okay.
They broke out all the numbers. I don't think we'll get this quick.
Sure.
But it was pretty cool going through every number.
Yeah.
What they did is that they broke out South America. They broke out emerging markets. You know, and that's third world markets basically, and then they broke out China.
Okay.
And the North American market was the only, it went down slightly, but that was the only market that they went down on, you know, so.
Yeah, so here, investors in Nike, which was hit by a misconduct scandal, the person public, are taking comfort from a turnaround at its ailing North American business, though. So those sales in the region declined for a third straight quarter. CEO said the picture brightened by the end of the last period, with new products and improved customer experience have led to a significant reversal of trend. So even though the decline maybe is still there, even in North America, that they might be on a turnaround slightly within even the U.S.
Yeah. So let's go over to Micron. We take a look at Micron. You know, this is an equity that's been on fire, there's no doubt, top side. That's down...
it's a little bit of a turnaround
$3, yeah. I guess weak forward forecast more than anything.
Yeah, and that's always what matters more than, you know, even if you beat this quarter, if you tell everybody you're going to be in trouble next quarter, that's problems.
Totally, totally. Let's go look at Target. Okay, so Target's still flat out here. And what are they saying?
Yeah, so possible merger talks was basically the story coming out. And I think one of them came out and refuted it.
Yeah, so
but that's pretty standard.
I'm familiar
business.
with the Kroger name, but we don't have
they're groceries.
Yeah, right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And to jump over, because they really had some volatility pre-market. Let's check that out.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So it looks like they're off
71.
30 cents, but they were up to almost 71.50.
Right.
And Kroger, same thing. On the news breaking and then them refuting
wow.
it. I mean, you're talking about 23 up to 26.50. That's like 12%.
Right.
And then right back
in
down.
a heartbeat.
Yeah. And then Nike as well.
That's why everyone's in this business.
So, I mean, check out Nike as well. I mean, some big-time movement before the open. Much more volatility.
69.5.
Yep. And then back down to about 66.50. So they're up 3%, but they were up a solid like 6, 7, 8%. And Micron as well. Check that out. So volatility in both directions.
54 to 59.
Right. Whoa. I mean, they closed yesterday at about 59. They spiked down to 54. They spike all the way back up to 59, and then they're back at 55. Quite a turnaround.
Let's go take a look at this 10-year. So the 10-year, this is going to be the shocker once again. So you're laying out, you know, what you have with these bonds is that this is really putting out a nice bottom. You're talking about February 5th. That's a decent amount of time to frustrate people going back and forth.
Sure.
You know, you got the energy in the market. You see, there's more than once. You got the energy market March 1st. That's what I really like, right? 2.6 million contracts on the way up. Come back with 1.3. Go back up with 2.4.
Which is Fed Day, just to put things in context. That was a big one. Yep.
And then this is an older contract.
Okay.
The
that's
6th,
a big day as well.
That's a big day as well.
And that was Market Hysteria Day. February
6th, exactly. So that's where I think we're going, which is 122.02.
Well, it's Market Hysteria Day. Yesterday was Market Hysteria Day as well,
that's right. That's right. No doubt.
Yeah, right back to those levels.
And 2.832.
Okay.
You know, so it's creeping back down again.
Yeah.
And you know, what we did have right across the board, folks, is that you had the price spread, you had the volume on the way down. You know, my take is that now you're just building cars, and, you know, you next 3 or 4 days for a lower price. You know? What you can get out of this today and probably Monday is that, okay, if this market can only go sideways, right, watch out.
Which way? Down?
Downtown.
Sure.
Yeah, because you know, the bulls and buying the dip, they're going to be looking and say, hey, this is, you know, you want to buy the dip? Well, guess what? If you think that things are valued, this is a good dip. Oh. You know?
Just like it was on February 6th.
Yeah, exactly.
People bought the dip there. If they were able to get out.
Made a fortune.
Yeah. In you know, a month and a half, right? You got 10%. I mean, pretty remarkable.
Totally.
Yeah.
If we go over to the euro, we take a look at the euro. I have with the euro there, she's coming at the top of the range again. So this whole currency deal, metals deal. Let's see the rest of the commodities. See if it's predicated on the dollar. Yeah, see, it's not, though. You know, when I say it's not, folks, if you're looking at this, if these commodities are going topside just on the weakness of the dollar, you'd see them all, the majority of them green, and we don't. Gasoline, though.
It's really just oil and gold and silver.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you have, you know, like they're pointing out the den, there's a lot of factors there where you have McMaster out, you have Bolton in.
Yep.
That could create some turmoil in the Middle East, let alone Korea wars.
I got to remember why. I've interviewed him like 3 times. I got to remember when Bush was on. I had him on. I just forgot what I interviewed him about.
To see if we can dig into those archives in the way back past.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hang on for the ride.
I mean, he just wrote an op-ed like a month ago or something making the case for a first strike on North Korea. So the potential for unrest is a real, you know, and I think that's part of what you have out there, let alone you have the Saudi Crown Prince, who is very aggressive in terms of the Iran situation. There's potential. I think the market's kind of reflecting that a bit on oil, which is different from what's going on in gold and silver.
Yes.
You know, for sure, even though they're both rocking and rolling.
No, I agree. Let's go to that silver market and take a look at silver. So silver right now is up 1.2%. We know silver is the psycho and the whole complex. Now, silver, you know, should be getting a bigger bid. Right? I don't even like what silver's doing right.
1310 to 1350, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, this is silver. They're still laying this down on silver, man.
I mean, yesterday was a tough day to decline on silver.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, hey, what you don't, this is what is a, I think we're fine, like, basically in the metals market, but I still don't like what's going on here. When you look at that silver chart, that is not as positive just looking at it. Let's say if you knew nothing about technical, it's like, okay, that doesn't say much, man. That's going sideways. Whereas you put that gold chart up, it's like, okay, you don't have to be a technician to say, hey, man, that has wide price spread. That has, you know.
Just in the last 3 days. We're only back right now in silver where we were Wednesday.
Exactly. Exactly. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 74, Nasdaq down 11, S&P's up 5. Let's go to the VIX. I'm curious as to see if people are still nervous or they're buying insurance.
I was going to say 22 was the number I saw that earlier. Okay. Overnight, when it was down, it was above 25 at one point.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Okay, 25, 27. Yeah. Right. So the TVIX. Let's see what
this. And Tom from Plymouth.
Yeah. So that's down 48. And Charlie has this too.
Okay.
I'm sure other Tigers do.
Yes.
We're talking to Charlie,
the ones that are called, sure.
Okay, so that's not bad. You're up on 86 million. You're pulling back at 46.
I mean, percentage-wise,
they're gunning for that. Yeah,
percentage-wise, it's huge. I mean, I think standing at about this level, maybe when we're
762. Yeah,
and I mean, just percentage-wise, huge. You're talking about 20%.
Oh yeah,
up to 9.
Yeah,
even where it is right now, let alone
And that's how it likes to trade.
Oh.
That's how it likes to trade, baby.
Sure.
If we go take a look at so let's go through these indices as to, you get the Qs. What do we do out here? Here's your first, your last high volume low. That's 161.96.
Okay.
You can see you right at it. 169.61.
From March 2nd, right there.
Yeah. Your next one is down here.
It's February, right? Well, the beginning was February 6th, and then you keep going, yeah.
I
February
expect
9th.
that's what we're going to build some cars to get into. That's in the Qs. We take a look at the SPY. Same type of setup. The SPY actually broke the March
Yes.
2nd low, which is 264.82. Now, what you have here is that you can see the acceleration daily, weekly. You got it all. You get a small ABC down. We took the B point out with volume. The top of the 9th is 263.61. So we dug into that today.
Yeah.
I expect you're going to build some cars, get into that. Now, this is the strongest indice right now.
Yeah.
The small caps.
Not even close to where we were.
Isn't that wild?
Either in March 2nd or back all the way to February.
And watch what this did. Now, yesterday we came down with 29 million, right? You're going, the highs of that low is 31 million.
Okay.
So you get into the top of it, we're kind of rejecting it.
Sure.
I expect we're going to get down there. Now, what that is, inside that small cap, that's so many oil stocks and commodity stocks.
So can I just, as we do this was actually the low the day before, I think, 148.38 versus 148.40.
Yeah.
Okay. So that volume's 38.
We was coming into it with lighter volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you.
I was just going to ask you why you're using the up day. I wasn't sure you'd jumped on that day. That's all.
I was just using the top of that. Cause
Okay.
If we go like this, when you put it on a weekly, what you're going to see is you're going to come into this. Well, in the weekly, it's actually different. 153. Oh, look at this. So this will be interesting.
It was a huge week in February. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, there were 2, 3, 4 days where the market was for the first time in years.
That's
rocking to the downside.
Right.
Yeah.
And it all depends on how many sellers there are. And guess what? There's a lot less sellers in the small caps. And now that's because when you look, watch this, and we just go. Well, actually, NW, you'll be able to see them. The commodity, the metal stocks, they're all the small caps. The oil stocks, they're the small caps. Outside of the
Can we go into the INDU, the Dow, because that's the only one that we didn't pull up. Indice probably, yeah.
So here, Boeing saving it.
Of course.
Look at that. Isn't that Boeing saving the Dow, folks? Bottom line, 45 points.
Live and die on Boeing.
Yeah, they do.
Can we pull up the chart? I just like to see the same where we did that comparison.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Dow is toast.
That's why I wanted to point out that
look at this.
We're way below where we were in March, and we're approaching where we were in February.
Right. The Dow is the weakest. The Dow's heavy, man. I mean, this just took. So 24,217.
Yeah. And to put things in context, I mean, last night we were at 23.7. I mean, we're far below where we are even now. It's not reflected in this chart just because it didn't show it, but we were, and let alone we're right at those levels near the below of February.
And now if you put this on the weekly, you're going to see you dug right into it. So
part of that being that Boeing could be one of the companies hurt the most if a trade war with, that number, $1 trillion in business over 20 years with just China.
Right.
One company, $1 trillion in business. Must be nice to have a company that's already got about $1 trillion in business, lined up in the next decade or two.
Isn't that amazing?
Seriously.
But that you are talking some heavy money.
Oof.
A T.
That's where it's always interesting. We see, what is the big air show in Dubai where they're trying to sell the planes?
Yes.
Remember we're talking?
Yeah.
And this past year, there were some huge developments, right? Where one company won or lost in the last second. They had the press conference ready. One company has their execs there.
Yeah.
And before you know it, the next company marches those in. Is that, I forgot which one it was.
Yeah.
Airbus, Boeing.
It was Airbus that thought they had the deal.
Okay.
Boeing walked in. Right.
Trillions of dollars
Who
at
got
stake.
taken care of in that deal? Right.
Hey.
And you talk about
that's quite a sales.
Oh my God.
Sales call.
Negotiations, sales.
They were popping some champagne that evening.
My God.
The one company was. The other company, they were drinking something harder than champagne to woe their fears.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, man.
Seriously.
Forget it.
Seriously.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Let's go over and we take a look at the king dog out here and see what Amazon's up to. They're just hanging tough up there.
Not bad, right?
1536.
Yeah.
How
about Facebook? Well, you can finish whatever. I'm just
Facebook.
Curious how. So we've talked about it. They're going to have hanging at what kind of the lows of where they're at?
It's going to be intriguing, you know.
This is going to stay with them for a long time.
I agree.
That's what, the government doesn't work quickly, and they're going to constantly be pulled in front. How is that going to work out? It's going to be a story that's not going to go away.
And
look at that. Weekly, okay. Yeah.
400 million shares this week, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put this up. This is serious business.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that just sticking out. Oh, yeah.
And where are we back to? What is the bar? I'm just looking at where is that? Okay, back until July of last year already. Yeah.
This is going to be some serious business.
And it should be.
What you have here is that the response thus far to me is like nothing.
Nothing they've said is anything material.
Yeah,
at all.
And the bottom line is that that's their business plan anyway.
Right.
So now how are they going to basically target everyone?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's the bottom line.
And now I think that politicians, in a good way, really have a lot of power to come after them because of the public support. In terms of the whole story, that they really have the ability to hammer them.
What I hope is that they watch a segment as to the aspect of what they actually did, because I think some of the hard part is going to be what are the questions that they ask them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No. There's some smart people,
that's
and
where
they have smart aides, and that's where
they have to have.
And it's because that's how it all really happened. That it wasn't that they got 50 million people to download the questionnaire, they had their account. It was that their friends of friends data, that they just got everyone's data all in one fell swoop, and that's how the system was designed.
Yes,
it wasn't like a hack.
Right.
That's the thing that is pretty mind-blowing.
It's designed so they can sell ads.
Yes. No, it is.
That's the bottom line.
It is, for sure. For sure.
What I thought was intriguing is that this is where, Apple, comes out this morning and says they're going to get into education more, as they did in the past. Okay, so let's see.
Okay. Education tools and new iPad, huh?
Apple's preparing to introduce new low-cost iPads and educational software next week in a bid to win back students and teachers. They did this at the perfect time, because now it's to me, Apple in general has had a great name, but it's like, what have you done for me lately? Sure. But now when you see a Facebook, well, we know what Facebook done for us, okay? They bury you.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, Google and Microsoft, in terms of cheap computers that are amazing, they have it. So
they do.
That's a tough.
They do.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 89. Nasdaq is up 3. S&Ps are up 7. Bitcoin. Where are we at with Bitcoin?
Let's jump over. So quite a tame week in terms of comparison and context with where we've been, right? So and this is where it's great, where you keep track. I'm just going to pull up where we started the week, because it's going to be the square. We started the week at 8,100. Yeah, it's a great, easy way. I know it's in the middle of the spread. 8 o'clock in the morning Monday, we're at 8,100. And we've kind of been hanging between about 8,000 and 9,000. We're getting a little bit of volatility today. I think the story was you had Japan coming out with one of the exchanges trying to clamp down. There was some fundamental story. I saw headlines this morning, and that saw, I think, Bitcoin decline. It might have been kind of this decline here maybe over yesterday. I'm not sure. But either way, pretty calm.
And you know what I saw? I saw one, that's XBT. Sure. You know where was the place all the poker places go? Because one of the biggest exchanges are going to go there.
Oh, in Ireland, not Ireland.
No, Malta.
Malta?
I think, yeah.
Isle of Man? Isle of Man, I think, is what you're talking about with poker, if that's it. But Malta's...
Yeah, well, Malta
has some room for financial maneuvering as well.
One of the, it's one of the ones Paul talked. We'll pull this bio something. That's where the exchange is going to move. Bitcoin false. Yeah. Okay.
Can you scroll up one second? I just that's because I did see. Yeah. So this was. We'll pull this over because this was the story I saw the headline of, that Bitcoin slumped after Japan warns major cryptocurrency venue. So Japan's financial services agency issued a warning to Binance for operating cryptocurrency exchange services for Japanese residents through the internet without a license. Yeah, so that's kind of
that's the company that's moving too. If we keep going.
Oh, okay, Binance. Yeah. Okay, Binance was warned because it had several staff in Japan and had been expanded without official permission, according to a person familiar. Okay. It just adds to the signs that governments around the world are stepping up scrutiny in general, right? Japan, one of the most active markets for digital assets globally, introduced a licensing system for virtual currency exchanges last year in an effort to improve oversight. Binance told Bloomberg in January it was working to acquire a license in Japan, but the warning could complicate those efforts. Kind of reminds me of Uber, where you can say what you want to say, but guess what? The internet's the internet, and you're going to kind of try and maneuver. And you saw Uber doing that endlessly, right?
Did you read the story about the Uber driver?
No.
Oh, my God. This is sad, folks. So the driver that was
the safety driver you're talking about in the car that was in the car. Kill somebody? Yes.
Yeah. Has a monster record.
They were a felon. I saw that story.
With driving offenses.
Okay.
You know, it's like...
I saw this had something to do with a robbery, was the actually felony conviction.
Oh, yeah, no. He had that, too.
I think it was a woman, maybe.
Oh, okay. But they had driving offenses like 4 years ago.
Okay.
heavy ones.
Yeah.
Driving without a license, driving without insurance.
Okay.
You know.
No, they're gonna. So
Yeah.
I watched the video. They released the video that
Okay.
they put out, and it was a video of number one you can see in front, which unfortunately the person that did get hit, they were crossing a dark road in the middle of the road at night, and
they said it was they just moved fast, right? That's
the person walking across.
Yeah.
That
right.
It seemed like this could have happened. Okay, so that's one side of it, but the other side of it is then they show the in-dash cam where they have video on the car, and the safety driver was looking away from the road multiple times, down at something.
Right.
I don't know if their phone was playing videos. I don't mean to laugh, but you know that would be horrible. I laugh as in like, how could that happen, you know?
Right.
And you see them looking down and then looking back up and looking down, and then you see them looking back up, and they get this, because it was that moment. It doesn't mean that maybe it would have been preventable, because the forward camera was literally so where, like, all of a sudden there's a person just square in front of the headlights where you might not have been able to do anything. But safety drivers there are supposed to be, like, driving, not paying attention. So there's a lot, and the fact that it's the first time somebody outside of the car, a pedestrian, is killed, they should really examine what's going on. Yeah. Now, state by state, what is interesting is that took place in Arizona.
Yes.
So there aren't as many laws in Arizona, and that's why they do these testing more in Arizona. In Colorado, they do have a lot of testing, and in Colorado, they did have laws in place that you couldn't hire I think it was felons or people with driving problems.
Right.
And then it was found that they had hired people with those driving problems and that they got clamped down. So already they have a history of pushing the limits past where actually there's even regulations in place, let alone. But back to, you know, the Bitcoin deal, where it's like you can try and say you need a license, but when you just need the internet to operate, that's a tough one to clamp down on. And that's where now, when you go country by country, yes, the whole country might be able to cut you out completely. That's something that, you know, they might be able to do in terms of working with internet providers, where they really just cut you out completely or something. But either way, pretty tame week for Bitcoin in the grand scheme of things.
Contracts we have here. So, yeah,
pretty.
That's good contract volume.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
We had 2,100 single Bitcoins at CBOE and 1,600 times 5.
Yeah, so we'll call that, what, like 7,500, 8,000. So we're at about 10,000.
Right.
We've been higher, though, most days.
Oh, yeah, no, we have, but for calm market,
I agree.
you know,
I agree.
for
Totally.
calm market, it's, you know,
I agree. Yep.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And when we do take a look at I think the market in general, you know, gold's holding good, silver's holding good, dollars are down, bonds are holding.
Everything's kind of been holding just kind of where
this market's tired
So
right
how
now.
Interesting, right, that market's down 700 plus yesterday.
Yeah.
It's down 260 overnight.
Right.
So call it 1,000.
Right.
We were down at one point. We rebound. Now we're up 90. So add the 260. We're up 350 off the lows. You have the National Security Advisor resigning, slash fired, slash call it what you want.
Right.
You have Bolton in there now. You have the government potentially shutting down at midnight. You have them passing a spending bill. You have Trump watching Fox and Friends and repeating saying now we might cancel it because it's a bad bill.
Right.
And the market's like, it's cool.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Believe me. There's no doubt about that. That's so let's go take a look at the FTSE just for
because those are all stories after yesterday's decline. That's my only story. You know what I mean? Like after that decline, you have
no doubt.
McMaster out, Bolton in, which was somewhat already expected, but still reality is different.
Oh yeah.
And then just pretty amazing.
So this is the Nikkei, folks. Okay, this is intense. You know, this is another indication that this is where we're going. So the Nikkei just took out the whole consolidation from February 9th.
Interesting.
Well, it's February 6th there, evidently.
Yep. And that was the first big day here. We just extended it a couple. Yeah.
Now, this is a monster move, you know, so you get bring this back a bit.
It's interesting how, for the Nikkei, the March was right at where the February low was.
Yeah.
And now we're even below that
bring
low.
that back again. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's showing the weakness, too.
Yes.
That it was weaker.
Right.
It blows it away. And now this is another indication that, you know, the Nikkei is going to try to get back inside a much lower range, which is 20,316.
Okay.
Now, it's sticking out like a sore thumb here, folks, is all the way over at 17,600. You know.
The election. That's the election, man.
Interesting, man.
November 11th. I mean, that really, you know, I think the election was then.
That's 2016.
That is the week.
Wow. Yeah. That's.
I mean, that's
what's sticking out.
That's it. That's the week of. Because the week before is the 4th.
Right.
That's going to be the.
So let's go look at the yen because because what you have, see, when the yen gets stronger, there it is, man.
Sure.
See, that kills the Nikkei, man.
Yes.
So the yen went down to 105.28 last night, folks.
Yeah.
We put this back. Yeah, this yen's making its way down to 99.
Yeah.
That's serious business. That means gold's going to the moon. Hold on for the ride, folks. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Of the fourth highest peak, the peak D.
That's right.
Yep.
Man, we got peaks all over the place. And Basil said, I want to get this workshop up ASAP.
Yeah.
Because it's timely and markets are rocking and rolling, man. So a week from Tuesday, can't believe it's already going to be April 3rd.
I know.
A week from Tuesday, Basil's going to be in there. Subscribers for his opening call newsletter. He's going to be doing a 90-minute workshop from 6. So Tuesday, Andy Hecht will go from 5 till 6 following your program. He'll be in there 6 till 7:30 with subscribers. Encourage people to check it out. If you haven't tried the opening call, now's a great time. If you subscribed before, might be trying to give it another shot. And if you're already a subscriber, you'll gain free access. You'll be in there. It'll be archived, at least on your page for 30 days. So how to use the fourth highest peak, the peak D, as a heads up for either directional reversal of consequence or a momentary pit stop for further gains. So which one, right?
Yeah.
And then what are the weekly and monthly implications of the key indices with their peak Ds or even peak Es together with the H pattern? I like that H pattern. He's went over that a few times at least in the chat and wave that they've been following. You know, he on a show and his newsletter for weeks now. So a week from Tuesday, encourage people to check it out right on the front page. Give it a shot. You can sign up now. Start getting access to the opening call.
Totally.
You'll gain access to the workshop, and of course you'll get
and I
the
had said
archive
to him,
and all that.
I had said to him when I was interviewing him, It's a bad report card right now because there's so many peak Ds out there.
Oh, right.
You wouldn't want to be in that report card.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe you do if you're short.
Yeah, you do if you're short. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So market-wise out here, you know, bottom line, it looks like we got a sideways market out here. You'll build some cars, get some action going. Metals got action.
Yeah.
Oil's got action. Dollars got action. You know.
Not perfect. I was going to jump around, but same thing. I was going to say gold, oil, man, everywhere for sure.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next, and then, of course, we got some great programming the whole rest of the day. Dow Industrials up 100, Nasdaq up 7, S&P's up 7. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to